It's the GOAT here, the greatest of all time sports fan traveler in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, with a young, talented writer, a native of Uzbek. Tell us your name, young man.
Abdulvosit.
Okay, I would never be able to pronounce that, even if you told me like 300 times. Now, we were talking off camera. He's been reporting on this national team, Uzbekistan, that's qualified for the World Cup for a number of years. And obviously he's a native Uzbek. And so let's start with the nationalistic part of it.
Okay.
The night or the day that Uzbekistan qualified for the World Cup, do you remember where you were? What was it like that day? What was it like?
Yeah, I was in Abu Dhabi at the stadium.
Okay.
There was something, honestly, it's impossible to describe with the words, like it's emotions inside of my heart. Yeah.
So you had emotions being an Uzbek?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Like, we were the 6 or 7 journalists from my media, and 2 or 3 photographers. Yeah, and that was something that I cannot describe, and I don't know, that I cannot feel till the end of my life.
So was it just a tremendous sense of pride that my country is qualified for the World Cup?
Yeah.
And you were one of like 8 total media members in Abu Dhabi for the qualification from your country?
Not from my country, from my media. From Uzbekistan, there was the 40 or 30 like media representatives.
And tell us who you work for. Tell us the outlet.
I'm working for the media outlet called Championat Asia, based Tashkent in Uzbekistan, the biggest football media in Uzbekistan, the most old, and the biggest in Central Asia. Yeah.
And does your media outlet focus on just Uzbek sports? Does it focus on all sports in Central Asia? Are you like a sports channel? Just tell us about it.
No, we are the football media. Like, we are covering the only football.
Okay, only football.
Yeah, but football, like in overall, yes, we are like publishing the news about European football, for example.
Okay, so everything's focused on football.
Yeah,
okay.
But mostly, like, we were created as for Uzbek football, for local football,
Okay.
And then we've become a bigger, and just European football in Asia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, let me ask you this: were any of the Uzbek players, or you, or other media members crying? Was there that level of emotion in Abu Dhabi? Do you remember?
I guess I've cried a little bit. But
you did a little bit. So it was a big deal. This was a big deal.
But the players cried, of course. And even the other journalists cried there.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Would you say, and have other Uzbeks said, that this was the biggest sports achievement for the country since declaring independence, since becoming an independent nation? Was it the biggest national?
That's a little bit controversial, because look, from my point of view, for me personally, yes, because the football, the most popular,
team sport, right?
Yeah, team sport, and the sports no role in this world. But the last year in the Olympic Games in Paris, we were like the 13, yes.
Yep.
It's also the holy great result.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
But for me, of course, to the World Cup, it's something.
Right. And they did well at the Olympics, so it was both.
Yeah.
So tell the American audience, we're going to talk about the men, then we'll talk about the women. So among boys and among men, is football the most popular sport in Uzbekistan?
Definitely yes.
Okay.
For example, we have the boxers, like the other athletes in other sports. For example, Bahadur Jalalov, he's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in boxing for super heavy weight, 92 plus kilograms. Yeah. He's a 2-time Olympic champion from Tokyo 2020 and the Paris 2024. But first, he was started as an athlete in football. Like every athlete, firstly he came to the football, and then could move to the other sports. Yeah, definitely football is number 1.
So what would you say is the second most popular sport among boys or men in Uzbekistan?
The boxing. And martial arts.
And martial arts.
Yeah, boxing.
Okay. Now, what about on the women's side? What's the most popular girls or women's sport? Is it also football, or is it like volleyball or something else?
The Uzbekistan is a little bit conservative. Yeah, how I can.
It's fractured based on where you live, basically.
Yeah. Uzbekistan, like the nation, the mentality of the mostly traditional, and it's rare to see the
female athletes are rare.
Yeah.
So it's a male-dominated sport country.
Yeah. But I guess not football. I guess not a football. Maybe like the volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay. So basically, the sports landscape in Uzbekistan is pretty much male-dominated.
Yeah. Male.
Okay. So let's wrap this up. Are you going to be at the World Cup?
If the President Trump give me the visa, please, President, please, champion at Asia, 10 or 15 members, please give us the visa. Please.
He's making his pitch to the president. I love it. This young man.
He will give the visa if the government, U.S. government, not the president.
Yes.
Wholly U.S. government.
This young man's very talented journalist, and I hope he does get the visa.
If your government will give me a visa, of course I will be there, my man.
It would be great.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, please go right ahead.
We have the direct flight from Tashkent to New York. It's like the super exclusive for Central Asia. It's the only one city which have a direct flight to New York to United States.
Right, and that's the point to point out. Yeah. So Uzbekistan is a former Soviet republic. In fact, your Independence Day is on Monday, 1 September. Is that right?
Yeah.
And you've been independent since I think 1991.
Yeah. Okay? 34 years.
And so what he's saying is, from the Central Asian countries, which are a lot of the former Soviet countries like Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, they don't have a direct flight to the U.S. East Coast, but Tashkent, one of the bigger airports in Central Asia, does, and that's what he was hinting. And where's the final? It's in New York! Thank you so much for your time. Great pleasure learning about Uzbekistan football. The people here have been wonderful, as has this young lad, and we'll see you in the next video. It's the GOAT over now from Tashkent.
Mr. President!
Thank you very much. Thank you for doing that.
Can I give you
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp number?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.